You know what? I get it. The world has got a lot of problems. Now, some of these problems, they seem huge. You look at things like climate change. It's big, it's scary, nobody really knows how to solve it. Man, it seems insurmountable. Some of the problems seem a little bit maybe closer to home, a little bit more local, like why on earth can't we get good parking at Surrey campus? I mean, what the heck is with that? Again, these problems, they seem complex, they seem messy, they seem like there's things that are way beyond our control. We don't have the ability to impact them. But I think a lot of us want to be able to have an impact on these problems. We want to be able to make a change in this world. But how do we do that? Well, if you've ever felt this way, have I got the course for you. So yeah, this course, it teaches organizational wisdom. Now, I know what you're saying. I can hear you from here. You're saying organization and wisdom in the same sentence? No, I don't think so. I mean, we've all seen the news. There's a lot of examples of organizations acting badly. But before you run away with that, just let me throw a couple of ideas out at you. In the last generation, in like the last 30 years, our civilization, the human civilization, have taken 1 billion people and pulled them out of extreme poverty. 1 billion people pulled out of extreme poverty in 1 year. Since 1950, the global life expectancy in 1950 was only 48 years. So that included the average of life expectancy all over the world in every country. It averaged out to 48 years in 1950. Now today, the global life expectancy is closer to 78 years. In one generation, we've added 30 years onto the global life expectancy. This is amazing. Now, these feats were not done by just one person. It's not like Superman or Wonder Woman came down and pulled 1 billion people out of poverty. No, these feats were achieved by organizations. Not just one organization, but hundreds of organizations, each of them employing thousands and thousands of people. Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of think an organization that is capable of, pulling people out of poverty or extending life expectancy, I kind of think organizations that can do that are wise. So I think we can make wise organizations. I think we can have wise managers and wise people. The question is that can we make those organizations wise on purpose? Another question is, can we make you wise on purpose? And honestly, I think the answer is yes. And that's what this course is going to focus on. All right, so when we're looking at organizational wisdom or any kind of wisdom, we need to first understand, what is wisdom? What is it? How can we teach it? How can we learn it? All right. And so when you look at wisdom, when you look at the literature on wisdom across cultures and across time, you see that there are 3 themes that emerge repeatedly. The first theme is that values guide wise action. So what are values? These are the ends that we feel are worth achieving, and they also define the means we feel are appropriate to achieve those ends. Now, within a society, there's a lot of different types of values that are active. A lot of people have a lot of different values, and different people will prioritize one value over the other type of values. The second element of wisdom is that knowledge is required, but it's insufficient for wise action. So what does that mean? All right, so we need knowledge. We need to know things because we need to know things to fix problems. We need to know how to solve problems, how to do things. So we need knowledge. So it's required, but it's not sufficient. And why not? And the reason why not is because our knowledge is often limited or flawed. So we never know as much as we'd like to know, and the stuff we do know might be wrong. So we need to retain within ourselves the ability to learn on the fly, to experiment, to improvise, and to think outside of the box, right? And so we can learn ways that we're able to do that within this course. These are teachable skills. The third theme of wisdom that you see repeat again and again is that wisdom is action-oriented. It's not knowing the right thing, it's doing the right thing. And so to do something requires you to exercise power. You need to understand how power operates in your organization in order for you to actually make something happen. All right? So we can teach those things. We can teach you how does power operate in organizations and what are some tools and frameworks that you can use so that you can understand how you can use your power effectively in an organization to actually make something happen. All right, so if you're interested in this course and you'd want to learn more, you have some questions, feel free to email me at brad.anderson@kpu.ca. If you're interested in this course, it's running next semester. There's limited seats, so please register now. I would love to see you next semester. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Tell your friends about it. Have your friends join with you. I really encourage that. Bring some people that you know in so that there's some friendly faces in class. Otherwise, I hope to see you next semester.